On TikTok, I got a comment asking me for an in-depth video on the social media algorithm. This is the video. So my video was like social media algorithm. I was breaking down a couple of things that you are good in and not good to do. Right, so for example, things that don't work so much, anymore are hashtags on Instagram specifically. TikTok they're still good. Doing videos only right on TikTok and Instagram. Likes and saves all the metrics are like have the low score. Aesthetic feeds, right? So that's something that's more pretty overvalued. And long reels, long videos only. Good things to do are SEO keywords, videos and photos on TikTok and Instagram. Shares, so like shares are the metrics that have the highest score. A value feed is more based on like giving value if you're selling on a course or coaching. And long and short videos, so going around those two. This is what you want to do, right? And now, I'm not going to break down the social media algorithm because social media algorithm is somewhat the same on every single platform, and it's they want to retain people as long as possible on the platform. And if you do so, then your content gets pushed, right? What I want to break down is human psychology because this is what it's based on. Since the algorithm is based, it's the same everywhere. It's also based on human psychology because if one thing is that if you are like they want to retain people as long as possible on the platform, and they take things that take their attention, right? And so that's why they push things that take their attention, and they see this by what keeps them longer on the platform, right? So now it's also based on human psychology because they are doing this for humans, right? I'm gonna make a quick breakdown about the social media algorithm. It's when you're posting a video, right, you get first shown to, let's say, 100,000 more 100 people, 500 people, and then depending on how good the video does, and it either it stops there or it gets pushed to more viewers, right? Then it goes to then it goes to 1,000, then it goes to 5,000, and it goes to 10,000. And if you keep on like fulfilling the score needed, right? So there's like not only fulfilling, it can also exceed it. But you keep on fulfilling the score needed to go to the next level. You go to the next level. Boom, 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 boom. Right? That's how it goes. Now, depending on your on TikTok, the followers doesn't matter. On Instagram, it matters a little bit, but not that much. For example, you can still it matters a bit more. Right? As like you can still hit 1 million views on on Instagram with 200 followers, something along those lines. But it's going to be harder, right? It's going to be a bit harder. So now looking at the way you can get the high scores, like you're posting a video, and the first was the watch times, is they want to keep people as long as possible on the platform. So the longer your watch time, the better the video is, the higher score it gets. Then you have on the metrics as the couple of metrics you have. Likes is the low score. Then you have saved. Then you have comments. Then you have shares. And these are the shares, the high score metric. Right? And then you have the easiest to get is comments, of course, on those on the higher score. But the way you can get shares, and if you have like a coaching business, you don't want to always do coaching, right? Because the different content has different purposes. And if you do always shareable content, it's not going to be something that's going to nurture your audience. So shareable content would be, for example, if you let's say you have a boxing page, and you're posting content about that friend who is talking about light sparring, but then he tries to kill you on light sparring, right? This is one thing. But now, I see it, for example, or you see it, and you send this to your friend, who's saying this is you, haha, or this is this guy, haha, look. This guy did me this at the last time, or that was the first time I had this was with that dude, or was with you, those couple of things, right? So this is a shareable content, right? Something that's relatable. But you don't want to do this every single time so you can do this sometimes to boost your account, and this is good. But then you don't want to do this every single time because then you're not nurturing your audience, and you're not going to convert them, right? So sometimes you can do them and then you go back to value posts, or you do value posts, nurture that audience that you got from that shareable content. These people can turn to clients then. This is how you want to go when you're having a selling something online. Now so these are the couple metrics you want to follow, and this is how you know how the social media algorithm works. Higher score, the more it gets pushed. Now for the human psychology, right? For the breaking down of a content creation, a content framework, step by step. The way you want to go is you hook them, you retain them, and you convert them if you want to have a call to action. You can. So most of the time you want to have a call to action, right? Most of the time the call to action is going to be follow me for this, or come to me with thoughts on that. Then if you have a sales call to action, right, or a free product call to action, is like if you want to know how I book 30 calls per month, I've made a DM script and I'm giving it away for free. Comment me this word and I'll send it to you. Right, these are the call to actions, right? And this is the basic framework: hook, retain, convert. Now the way you do this is that you first want to hook them, and the way you can hook them is by, for example, people, what you used to do before was like 5 things to make, 5 things to do, to not do to get abs, for example, to not do to get a 6-pack, right? And now this was the basic hook before, but now people are using something else, which is a pattern interrupt, right? So for example, we can go on Instagram. I'll create brand new Instagram. I did nothing on it. I didn't engage with any content. I didn't do anything with it. You can directly see what all the content is being pushed onto the platform. Right here, for example. Okay. You can see the beginning, right? This one is moving. This one I got like 34,000 views, probably because of Tate. He's here, right? If someone that's famous. This one is moving, as you can see, right? Right? The lights are moving, it's catching your attention. Got 44,000 views. Now, since I'm on the Reels tab, I'm gonna get a lot of videos, content who's gonna get a lot of views, of course, right? As you can see, this one got 64 comments. It's just, see what I mean? The beginning was just black with music. I think like this one got 600,000 views. Oh, I saw the good 600,000 views. But you can see this one has 130 comments, 126. Look at this one, for example. It's all things are moving, right? And things that pique your interest, right? It's like you don't see someone walking with a camera like this every day, right? This one beautiful view. And this is this is a smooth thing with like the sound. You can hear a sound also, right? So you can see those things also piquing your attention, right? Like this one is not moving so much, right? So the chill one. And this one got 46,000 views. Right, this one is more faster, and this one is more like. This is a content creator who, if he's selling something, content on different, exactly, they're selling videos, or they're selling videos, social collabs, web design, exactly, and they are, actually most good. This one is faster, right, as you can see, boom, 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 and this one got 200,000 views, I think, 131,000 views, right? Look at this one. This one is not moving. It's someone's smooth thing, right? This one is not moving. Like just like someone who's putting honey on it, right? But it's smooth, right? Piques your attention. But the one got still got less views. Because it's about like, now what people do, right? Instead of like saying 5 things to, or those simple things, they're now doing like coming up with a movement. As like, for example, the recent videos when I just had a book, I closed it and started my hook. Right? Some people that are doing is like there's some couple like videos like this that they use, and there's a cut and it goes to their video. As like there was some guy who shoots a ball with his feet, pours a window, right? And that's like windows that small, and the ball goes directly through, and it cuts to their video, and then the ball hits their face. Right? Now this is like someone that you don't see every single time. It's a pattern interrupt. There's a pattern, and you're interrupting it, right? And like things are moving, right, are catching your attention, right? As like, for example, if you have like, if you walk in the street, and you have some dude who's crossing next to you, he just has some baguette, he's just walking. You just won't pay way less attention to someone who's just like sprinting right? Even on the other side of the street, he's sprinting, right? You just like run, so you wouldn't just like go or not even look at it. You just look at him and look him cross by, go behind, right? That's one thing, right? He piques more of your attention because it's moving. But now the thing is that like you have patterns and you want to interrupt them. Like now it's been coming back a lot, this thing of like people moving with a hook and then going to the video, right? So now that somewhat of like this used to be a pattern interrupt. Now the pattern and the new pattern interrupt is coming in. It's something that's more chill and calm, right? As like, you know, you go into you walking in the streets of your city, and you see some guy crossing by with baguette, and then you see and then you won't pay attention to him, but then you keep on crossing on your road, and there's like crossroads, and right before you get to that angle, there's some dude who just jumps out of nowhere. You just see the end of his jumping out of nowhere. He's fully naked, he's yelling everywhere, he's dead, dancing all the place, running all over the place, before running to like the other side of the street, and now you don't see him anymore. You'll remember that guy, right? You probably, even when you meet your friends, be like, bro, I saw something of a naked dude just jumping around the city, just jumped on me and jump around all over the place and just running over the place and yelling, like yelling my car now, right? You will remember those things, right? You probably tell your friends that because it's funny. So you seeing those things, right? This is a pattern trope. You don't see this every single time in your life, right? You don't see every single time a naked dude yelling around and jumping and dancing, right? You don't see this every day. But now, if your city will be full of this, right? It might be just like a little bit like, oh, ready. I don't know if the guy has dude's gonna pull a knife or something new like this. But you're just gonna know it, right? But now you see this everywhere, and there's some dude who's crossing by, like you've never seen a French guy crossing by with baguettes and like just walking like this, just normal, right? Not even his phone, just walking calm. But you would see it, and you say like, bro. First time I see a guy with a baguette walking that calm in a city full of naked people jumping all over the place and yelling, right? You would know it, right? You would say it. This would be a pattern interrupt. Right? So now, what used to be the pattern interrupt would be the people who are moving all over the place. Now, what you see a lot of cut now, it's moving fast, right? It's like it's trying to take your attention, right? And then now it's like someone also frying your brain. It's scaling the attention peaking, and it's like people who don't who are so much on social media nowadays, they're just raising the level of like what they need to get their attention taken, right? And so now it's like just frying their brain. Well, now the new pattern interrupt is starting to be like someone who's just more calm, just saying, I've seen in my life, or like they go like in my journey, they go just start a video, start like this with the step back point of view, and they go like, on my journey to get to, on my process to get to $10,000 per month, I've crossed a couple lessons that I'm going to share with you today. And this is going to be now a pattern interrupt, because since everything is moving, he comes in just like that, right? Boom. This is somewhat a pattern interrupt. And if you have people who are frying their brain, how do you keep their attention? You have two ways you can go by. If you're having like this somewhat type of videos more calm, what you just do is like use music and use timing and rhythm, right? As like, not just talking like that. This is a video where you're just talking. It's not like, but the timing, the rhythm, the music is not like perfected at all, right? But what you can do is what you can do for Iman Ghazi uses a music that's more calm and focused. It's like you're in a whole room, right? And then you have like you're coming at the right time, starting back at the right time. And there's like timing of like, for example, this one takes 3 seconds, 5 seconds, and interrupt, right? So from go to talk 3 seconds to 5 seconds, that means this thing's more valuable. 3 seconds, you go a bit faster here go slower, here zoom in, here zoom out. It's still not so moving fast, right? It's just like having time, the rhythm, and it's just like the right, it's like just smooth, right? This is one thing, right? You can do for those videos. Now, if you're having videos more high energy, you can do something throughout the video. It's like some people do Rubik's Cube, right? They're piling up bricks. You want to see, right, until the end how it's going to go. And at the end, they break it, right? So you want to see how it goes. Yeah, I saw some motion that like went towards that building, and then they break it. It's like, oh, they broke it. Dang, right? You want to see if it can goes to the end. They go to the end. It goes to the end. They break it. Maybe they break it before they do it again, right? So you break it before, maybe they're going to go like, oh yeah, off. I don't want to see anymore. Boom, you go away. What you can do is also, for example, I have this, right? What I can do is like, I go like, you show the weight of it, right? That's 40 right here. Boom. and you can go to school like say 40, just like doing this, right? Throughout your video talking, right? Boom, boom. You have like something on a small corner on the left side. You say 40 kilos, saying 1, 2, like count, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's like how much can he do throughout the whole video? This one thing can keep their attention, right? Now you have the hook. And by the way, there's like a couple of hooks you want to go by, right? As like you can pique their attention through like a text, as like something like that. And you're gonna see also. I'm gonna show you the video that I did. As like right here, my hook is text hook is. One second. The best way to catch your attention, right? And then you can see my hook. See what I mean? Closing the book, grabbing a headphone, something to talk about. And when you have like the one reason I have the headphone in the middle to talking, they weren't not on, right? It didn't did anything. It didn't help for the micro or something. This no, it didn't help anything. But just for something that they can look at, right? As like there is something, right? When there is nothing, there's like your eyes are just wandering around. When people like most people have their eyes wandering around when there's nothing. Now when you have something, they have something to look at. It was a micro, right? You can also move your hands. Now you have something that to pique their attention. So now you have the hook, right? The hooks are like you have an action hook with the writing hook. So action hooks like closing your book. We have another video coming back in from the like the other guy who's like shooting the ball from the window. Then you have also the sound hook as like what you're saying, right? So here's how you can catch your attention. Or the sound hook is the music, right? That like have a, you probably can see this, right? On the picture post, it's doing it really good. Right, as like, look at this one. You see the music? That's one thing, piques your attention. Then you have so text hook, action hook, right? Which you see. So you have like the background as like, if you have a good looking background as like, this picture can catch your attention. As like, you have a tower in the back with the clouds. This looks really good. Like also, you look at a cloud. This one looks like it's a circle around the head and the tower. This is one thing to catch your attention as like the viewer. So you have a good setup. You have the visual hook. That's what you see. The text, right? You have the sound hook. Also, the visual hook can also be effects like the zoom in, zoom out, explosion. You have also so the sound hook, what you say, the text hook, and the sound hook, the action hook, sound hook, text hook, and visual, exactly. You have those hooks. Now you hook them. Now you want to keep them throughout the whole video, right? So now the next thing to do is intro speak. It is one thing that like it is one thing can like state your video as like, let's say now you're gonna share how to make $10,000 in the 90 days. Cool, but are you gonna say the same thing as everybody else? Is a high income scale or follow your passion, or right, or like just sleep every day in the night 8 hours and then organize your day? Okay, we've seen this 10,000 times, right? People are still posting this. What are you gonna say? Are you gonna say the same thing as everybody else, or are you gonna say something interesting? Right? This is the thing you don't want to know. Right? Maybe you just have less interest in it, right? If you don't have interest, saying what it's gonna be about, stating the video, stating who you are as an authority. Maybe this is going to be like they're just going to see the first point, which is going to be like something they already saw as like pick a high income scale, right? They're just going to scroll out, even though maybe other points were valuable, right? Now, if you state the video, you can still start with a high income scale, saying this is going to be higher. You're going to pick that high income, this high income scale or high income scale based on those ones, and then maybe on the rest of the videos, value bomb. But you want to just make sure you state the video before. Now it's going to get like a different, you're going to have different vision, perception of the video. Right? And also for the intro speaks, you also have some pattern interrupts. As like you want to look at the patterns. There is some guy we call Devin Jato who first introduced on the intro speaks, right? And he said like, I'm giving away something for free. Where I just break down all the intro speaks that you're gonna use. And he said, I usually give this to my clients. My clients usually paying for that, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it for free for you. There's one thing he said a couple times before. There's one of the intro speaks, but now he gave the intro speaks cheat sheet away everybody start using this one interest peak. That's like, I'm giving away for free. I'm like, it's I usually my clients are usually paying for that, but fuck it, I'm giving away for free for you today. In the pattern interrupt would be to either use something else or to make a joke about it. That's like, you can just say in a different tone. That's like, for example, my clients are usually paying for that, but fuck it, I get away for free for you today, right? Something like this. They see it's a joke. You say it differently, right? Saying the same thing differently. Pattern interrupt. Right? So, for example, you have your niche of people like people who are your target audience. Let's say people who are coaches or people who want to go into fitness, right? And so they see looking at content of fitness people. They see the creators who are all doing the same thing, right? So now those people are seeing the same thing from those people. If you are doing a pattern interrupt, they're gonna see the pattern interrupt, and it's gonna be different for them, right? Because now it's not like that. Like everybody sees the same thing with those people, because not everybody's looking at their content. It's just that those people who are watching their content because their content is targeting them people and it's working good. If you do something different, then they're gonna see it, right? And there's gonna be a pattern interrupt. And so also it's important how you say it. If you make like an pattern interrupt as like from that joke, right? Same thing as like if you go like to a girl and just tell her like, give me your Instagram. Depending on how you say it, it's gonna have a different outcome. If you just come in and saying like as a joke, it's like you just come in laughing and just go like with a smile, just like she sees it. It's a joke, right? Saying as a joke, hey, give me your Instagram. First thing you say, she's gonna laugh and it's like okay, like instead of like it's a joke about it, right? And they can start a discussion about that, right? Or even if it's a joke, right? He doesn't see it's a joke, and he just can go like can bounce off of something else. I was like, give me Instagram, and he go like she goes like. She sees it's a joke, right? She's you laughing. Go like, yeah, we're gonna be able to raise dogs and like have 3 kids and then do this and like go around with them, go around the super rally, the mountains and this and that. But you don't see it, you're gonna laugh at him and it's gonna start a conversation with that, right? Like you like to travel, you would like to have 3 kids, right? You can start a conversation off that. But if you're coming in like saying like differently, like saying like a serious, like same way you would finish a conversation asking for someone's contact, going like, give me Instagram, give me your contact. They're gonna be like, what? No, I'm not giving you a contact. It's the first time you're seeing you. It's the first thing you say, give me your Instagram. I'm not gonna give it to you, right? And it's like those are like depending on how you say it, right? So now you have the hook, interspeak. You know how to retain them throughout the whole video with like something else. Now I'm gonna give you the framework to finish the video, and you have like if you use a single point value content. So like for example, here is for example, a single point value will be like explaining explaining the science of a hook. So be a single point value. But if you have like 3 things to do X, right? This is a 3-point value video. So the way you want to go, if you use single point value, you just go like what, why, and how. And the how is the call to action. If you're selling something else, if it's not, if it's a value, the how is a breakdown that is so valuable that they should pay for that. It's going to change their life directly. Then they're going to see you as someone really valuable, right? Someone who's really, really valuable. Now, so this is how you would go if you have one single point value, and especially if you have a value content, you break down something, you give them value, tell them how to start, how to do it. If it's a promotion content, the how is your call to action. Right? And now if you have like 3-point value or 2-point content, 2-point value content, well now the 2 points you go then by like point 1, what, why, how, point 2, what, why, how, point 3, what, why, how, like this, right? Don't want to go by like, sometimes you can go directly saying like point 1, point 3, point 1, point 2, point 3 as like what, and then you go into like, so for example, here's how you can close more calls. It's first by learning objections, how to learn the framework to handle objections. Secondly, how to meditation, and thirdly, how to introducing starting off the content well, right? Boom, you have 3 points now, okay? And then you go like so, and then you go into like point 1, you break it down. Why? So like say what you say again. I was like, point one was learning how to handle like the framework to handle sales objections. I like you saying it again, right? What it is, right? Why and how, boom, 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 right? And then so you do it again. What, why, how, what, why, how, what, why, how, and how will be the value, right? And then at the end, if you're doing top three things, at the end you have a call to action. I mean, we broke down some value, right? And this is going to keep their attention, right? Keep their attention raised. As like now, if it's a single point value goal, for example, you go here's why you're not closing as much sales calls as you want, and it's because you're not introducing opening the call right, not starting off the call right. This is the what. The why is this or like not starting call right, because you leave them the choice to tell them tell you to give you an objections at the end of the call. Okay, this is the what, right? So what you leave them is you want them to be it needs to be clear as like what is it. You leave them the possibility to give you an objection at the end of the sales call. Okay, cool. And then you have the why. Like, why is this a problem? And what is the solution? Why is it the solution, right? So for example, why is this a problem? Because then at the end they can give you objections and they can go around all over the world, and you have to book another call and a third call, and then you want to show them the offer. It takes a long time to close that client. While if you break down some solution as like what is the solution? This is going to help you. So it's going to help you achieve this goal, this goal, this goal, as like in their business, for example, and also in their life. Like now you're going to get more money, you're going to be able to travel more, you're going to you're going to respect yourself more, people are going to see you differently, boom, 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 right? And then how is going to be like how they can get the value. And have what, why, how, because they want the how, right? You can break down essentially the way you deliver the value in those 3 points, so what, why, how. And now essentially since the how is at the end, you're going to keep their interest throughout the whole video, but they know they're going to get the how. They just don't know when, right? Essentially, since it's like the how is at the end, they're going to listen to the how, but because the what and the why isn't interesting, they're not going to be like, oh, when is giving me the how, right? It's going to be like interesting. They're going to keep their attention. It's like, what? Oh, cool. I know what it is. Why? Oh, I know why. You know how? Like, I know why it's a problem. Why I should do this. And how? Okay, now I get it. Right? Now they see those things. Right? It's like they're not going to be like impatient throughout the video. And now for the call to action, it's going to be something along those lines as like you want to make a proper call to action, right? For sales content, it will be like you saying for who it is and who it is not. If you have time, of course, in the video. If you have who it is, right? So it's for coaches, who it is not, right? And like it's not for beginner coaches. It's not for coaches who are $5,000 per month. It's for coaches who are at $10,000 per month. Something along those lines, for example. Or like for who it is, who it's not. And then so then those specific people are going to be like, oh yeah, he's talking about me, right? It's like they're gonna be talk to it, focused on them, right? Like it's for them, right? And then like they're gonna feel more important, and then they're gonna like it's not really important. It's more like they're talking to him, right? And so the next point is going to be to state your offer. Right, so what is your offer? What are you going to get? The outcome of the offer. Don't want to go like, oh, you're going to get this and this. And you can do this, but it's long form content. The short form content, you're going to get to get this outcome in this amount of time, or solving the for this person get this outcome this amount of time, like a TMS, right? Like you help who achieve what in how much in with the solving what problem with what method in how much at which one time without which sacrifice. Right, so you can say like a small version as like you already said who you help, so who they can go like get this outcome, solving this problem without this sacrifice in this amount of time, or get this outcome without this sacrifice in this amount of time. And then you can use the scarcity urgency. Like scarcity is like there's only that amount of spots left, or there's only that amount like units available. It's like 12 out of 15 spots already taken, right? Or 3 spots left. And urgency is going to be like the gates are closing in 3 days, right? It's a time thing. It's a time scale. And at the end, you have the call to action as like you comment this, and I'll send it to you and I'll reach out to you, something like this. But you want to do like a comment, right? reason you want to do a comment is because, if you have a lot of followers and you are like if you have a lot of followers, you want to sort out the people who are going to motivate. DM is a good thing, right? Because they have more things to do. But if you are, for example, on the content, boom. So you want a content like this. You want a content, right? You tell them, comment me this word. They want a content, you just have to go right here and write down a comment, right? At the bottom right here. Boom. And they say boom, they say like me, and it's done. While if they have to go towards the DM, they are on the content, they have to go right here, go to the top, go on DM, and DM, right? It makes like, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 actions. While for the comment, it's 1, 2 actions, right? It's different, right? Even 5 actions. You have the sentence, right? Sentence, so 5 and 3 actions. So it's different, right? There's more actions to do. Now they're going to be more like it's more effort. It's going to be more friction. Less people are going to do it, right? And they're also going to say, oh, I don't want to send a DM, like, and I know it's going to go, and I'm going to have to go on this account, and there's going to be more friction. People don't want to do it. Now I'm broken to you the human psychology around that content, right? It's not about, because every single platform has the same algorithm. They're basing it on human psychology. If you are basing your content on human psychology, which is to attract and retain people, now you're going to attract and retain people on your content, and by retaining people, you're going to get more. Your content is going to get pushed towards your platform, and you're just going to successfully use the algorithm, and now you're going to succeed on every single platform. I hope that video is useful for you. I'll send it to the TikTok comments, and I'll see you next time.